friends, it's time to do our reading lesson this week. So this reading lesson is for the week of May 26th through the 29th. And it's called Readers Have Strong Book Talks. So we'll be talking about those strong talks. And so I just want to go back and review what we've done the last 3 weeks. 3 weeks ago, we did Off We Go, Readers Go on Adventures. And we talked about the adventures, and we predicted, and we retold them. And then we went to Readers Meet Characters Along the Way. In this one, we were looking specifically at those characters and how important they were to the story and how their feelings changed. And then the last week, you were looking for readers learn lessons, that books actually teach lessons. And I know there were some problems with the video of the book called Ish. And most of you know the story of Ish. And you found out that Ish was a story about just doing your best and don't worry about the rest. Another story that has the life lessons are the Frog and Toad stories. So you might try looking at those and see if there are any lessons. This week, though, we're going to be talking about how to have a strong book talk. So you need to look at the speaker, talk about the book, add on to say more, and ask questions. Give examples. So let's first read our book that we're going to practice strong book talks with. So this book is called Upstairs Mouse, Downstairs Mole by Wong Herbert Yi. And it looks like you can see that Mouse is in the tree. And you can hardly see the hole here, but Mole lives in the hole under the tree. And it looks like they're in the forest. Let's read what it says about the book over here. Mouse lived inside a tree, and Mole lives in a hole underneath the tree. They both like their homes clean and tidy. But when Mouse sweeps, the dirt ends up in Mole's house. Is there a way to solve this messy problem and have some friendly fun? It looks like Mole has glasses here, and I don't know what Mouse is doing. Let's read and find out what's going to happen. So upstairs mouse, downstairs mouse, Mole. They have some fun, it looks like. This story is going to be called Clean and Tidy. There are 3 more chapters that you'll hear later. Clean and tidy. Mouse and Mole are neighbors. Mouse lives in a hole inside an oak tree. Mole lives in a hole under the house of Mouse. Every morning, Mole swept his hole. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Mole liked his hole nice and tidy. Every evening, Mouse swept her house. Sweep, sweep, sweep. Mouse kept her house nice and clean. But when Mouse swept her house, the dirt went below into Mole's hole. This made Mole angry. He knocked on Mouse's door. Tap, tap, tap. Evening, Mole, said Mouse. Evening, Mouse, said Mole. Did you know that when you sweep, all your dirt goes down into my hole? I sweep my place nice and tidy in the morning, but by evening it needs to be swept all over again. If you sweep in the morning, said Mouse, and then again in the evening, when you have twice as much work as I do, that does not seem fair. Together they sat down on the stoop. The stoop is the front porch there. Together they sat down on the stoop. Mouse twirled her tail. Mole rubbed his snout. I have an idea, squeaked Mouse. She told Mole her new plan. They shook paws. Good night, said Mouse to Mole. Good night, said Mole to Mouse. The next morning, when Mole woke up, he did not sweep his hole. At 12 o'clock sharp, he grabbed his broom and knocked on Mouse's door. Tap, tap, tap. Good afternoon, said Mole to Mouse. Good afternoon, said Mouse to Mole. Mouse ran to fetch her broom. Together they swept Mouse's house until it was nice and clean. Why, it only took us half the time it takes me to sweep my house, said Mouse. Next they marched downstairs and swept Mole's hole until it was nice and tidy. Together it had taken them less to sweep both places than it took for each of them to do just one. That was fast, said Mole. Our houses are clean and tidy, thanks to you. Now what? I've been thinking of a garden, said Mouse. Outside, Mouse and Mole circled the tree. Mole rubbed his snout. Where should we put it? How about in the back, said Mouse, twirling her tail. Then we'll have a backyard. Good thinking, exclaimed Mole. First, they dug up a patch of grass. Next, they raked the dirt until it was soft. Mole dug a row of holes. Mouse dropped a seed in each one. Then it was Mouse's turn to dig and Mole to plant. Back and forth they went until the garden was finished. "Whew," said Mole. "That was hard work, but only half as hard thanks to you," said Mouse. They decided to take a nap. Mole went down into his hole. Mouse went inside her house. Both were much too tired to bother with dirt they tracked into their clean and tidy homes. And so, friends, we're going to be talking about our Mouse and Mole book. And so here's our Mouse and Mole book. Let's talk about how we look at the speaker. So I'm looking at you. We talk about the book. What did you learn about this book, about Mouse and Mole? Do you think they were friends? Do you think they had a great idea of how to solve the problem? And then what did they do after they solved their problem? So I want you to make sure that you and your family do the book talk. Add on to tell more, ask questions, and give examples. So have fun this week reading, and don't forget to use all the strategies that you know.